I am Tongoroa, father of all gods and goddesses. Here in this land of enchantment, I appear before you as a mighty tree. Stand back! O mystic powers, hear my call. From my limbs let new life fall.
That was good.
Hi, friends.
Welcome to our newest series, Cook Your Way Through the Disney Parks.
And the cruise ships.
That's true. It's not just the parks. It's some of the cruise lines and Alani as well. Alani,
Yes, that's right.
the Hawaiian resort. We have this wonderful cookbook here.
Kitchen Magic with Mickey.
I purchased this book at Disneyland in 2015. So a lot of it is kind of dated. It's about 7 years old at this point. The cool thing is that it's also a little bit of history. A lot of the dishes no longer exist on certain menus. And not only that, but a lot of the locations that it talks about don't exist anymore. They're either completely gone or they've been replaced by something else. We're super excited to get started on this series. We went back and forth with a lot of different ways on how we were going to do it.
Yeah.
There are a ton of sections in the cookbook. We've got starters, which are like your general appetizers, but they also include some beverages as well.
Yeah.
We have soups and salads, which is pretty self-explanatory.
I hope so.
We decided to group the two of those together, so starters and soups and salads, just because we figured that kind of just encompasses appetizers. There is a grains and vegetables section, which we will use as our side dish. There is meat and poultry, as well as a seafood section, which we're going to group together as entrees. And then, of course, last but not least, a dessert and sweet section. So we will hopefully be pulling from all four of these sections to make one complete evening menu for you. We figured really the best way to do it was to make it randomized. We figured what better way to do that than good old-fashioned drawing paper out of a hat. Or, in our case, Tupperware. This is our super fancy Tupperware. We aren't cooking today. We're filming this a couple of days before we cook because we kind of want to get a feel for what it is we're going to be making. That way we can kind of prepare an ingredients list, see what we already have, see what we need.
Steal our spirits.
True. Some of these recipes are pretty intimidating. I'm not going to lie.
I'm quite nervous to see what we end up pulling out of these tubs.
Yeah. There are a few things that we might have to tweak a little bit just based on like the cookware that we have or ingredients that we might not be able to acquire.
Right.
For example, there's a couple of recipes that require a grill. We live in an apartment complex and are not allowed to have a grill. Right. So we would have to figure something out there. We're going to try to stick as true to the recipes as we possibly can.
That is correct.
I think we should get going on deciding or choosing the recipes we will be cooking. We are going to start off with our wonderful starters. In our fancy Tupperware. Stop it.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay, so page 18.
Portobello mushroom pizza. The Portobello mushroom flatbread pizza comes from Boardwalk Pizza and Pasta at Disney California Adventure Park at Disneyland Resort. Boardwalk Pizza and Pasta was added to Disney's California Adventure Park in 2011 in the Paradise Pier section of the park, when it replaced Pizza Mau Mau. This eatery is a counter-service establishment. The menu specialties included pizza, pasta dishes, salads, and of course flatbreads, all of which were prepared in onstage kitchens. The theming of the building has an elegant and Victorian look. There's a lot of wonderful outdoor seating where you can enjoy live music most evenings and take in the beauty of the restaurant at night, with all the lights turned on. We have eaten here before, and we both find it to be very above average food for a theme park. Unfortunately, they no longer serve flatbread pizzas, but they do continue to serve delicious pizza and pasta. The portobello mushroom flatbread, while no longer on the menu, was a fan favorite for quite a while, so we're looking forward to trying our hand at it. That should be good. Plus, I'm not a big mushroom fan, so I feel like it would be easy to just put it on one side of the flatbread.
Yeah, that's true. And especially because it's, portobello's really big mushrooms, that could be easy to avoid or to just, pick off and put on my plate.
Next up, let's figure out what we're going to do for our side dish.
Ah, yes.
$48.
Roasted vegetable and whole grain salad from the Jolly Holiday Bakery Cafe on Main Street in Disneyland Park. Jolly Holiday Bakery Cafe is a quick-service turn-of-the-century style restaurant known for being practically perfect in every way. It's themed to the song Jolly Holiday from the film Mary Poppins. This eatery is located on Main Street, USA in Disneyland and serves wonderful soups, salads, sandwiches, and other baked goods for you to enjoy on their charming garden patio while watching the hustle and bustle of Main Street. First opening its doors in 2012, the cafe's biggest seller is their Jolly Holiday Combo, which consists of a good old-fashioned grilled cheese sandwich and a cup of tomato bisque. The roasted vegetable and whole grain salad we'll be making is not currently on the menu at Jolly Holiday, but the generous portion of grains and veggies in it made for a very nutritious and satisfying theme park meal. We absolutely love eating at Jolly Holiday and think that this dish will make a practically perfect addition to our evening meal.
Okay, cool. All right, so we've got flatbread, we've got salad. We're going to move on to entree.
Da 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 da.
This is going to be our star of the show, so hopefully it's a good one. It's got the fancy flaps.
And we're looking at page, is it 68 or is it 89? It's 68. Can tell from the way that the 6 is written.
Hawaiian cheeseburger and green papaya slaw. This is from Tongaroa Terrace at the Disneyland Hotel. Located on the grounds of the Disneyland Hotel, Tongaroa Terrace Tropical Bar and Grill is attached to Trader Sam's Enchanted Tiki Bar and right next to the resort's pools. It's a quick service establishment and themed to Polynesian and Tiki architecture, drawing inspiration from Walt's Enchanted Tiki Room, an attraction found in Adventureland in Disneyland Park. It originally opened in May of 2011 and was recently renovated in early 2019. The menu features Polynesian-inspired fare for every meal of the day, including a Loco Moco burrito, poke bowls, gyoza, and so much more. The Hawaiian cheeseburger we'll be cooking is not currently on their menu, but it's a very popular way to have a burger in Hawaii. Wow, this is going to be an interesting menu.
Yeah.
Okay, last but not least, we have dessert. And I put it in a Cool Whip container, which I'm a comedic genius, so
I'll agree to that.
You're welcome for that joke. I picked this one, right?
Yeah.
Okay. 137. This is the one I wanted. I was really hoping that it would be this. Oh. Sorry.
Ooh, okay. Ladies and gentlemen, the s'mores bake from the Big Thunder Ranch Barbecue. When it did exist, it was found in Disneyland's Frontierland. Big Thunder Ranch Barbecue was a unique restaurant in Frontierland, with outdoor seating at picnic tables and family-style service. This location originally opened in June of 1986 and stayed open for almost 10 years until February of 1996, when it closed and became Festival of Fools, themed to the Hunchback of Notre Dame. In April of 2004, however, Big Thunder Ranch Barbecue was back, It was the ultimate stop for barbecue, comfort food, and decadent desserts. Guests could also enjoy live entertainment from cowboy bands on the stage most evenings. Unfortunately, this restaurant was permanently closed in January of 2016 due to its proximity to available real estate. You might know it now as one of the entrances to Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. Megan got to eat here once, but I myself never got the chance to, so I'm very excited to be trying out one of their recipes.
That looks so good.
And so simple to do.
I can't wait to shove chocolate and marshmallows in my face.
With graham crackers.
Yeah. Well, there you have it. We have our menu. For our starter, we've got our portobello mushroom flatbread. For a side dish, we have a roasted vegetable and whole grain salad. For our entree, we have Hawaiian cheeseburgers, which should be interesting. And for dessert, we have a delicious looking s'mores bake. So I'm excited. I feel like it's going to be a good night.
Yeah, there's really nothing too intimidating on here for our first pass. So
we're going to take the next couple of days to kind of plan out what we need and plan out how we're going to do this. And we will see you in 2 days, which will be like 5 seconds for you in the next clip. And we're off to the grocery store.
to the grocery store.
And also to get me some coffee. We have quite a few things on our ingredients list that we need to buy. So come along with us to the grocery store. Oh, yeah. Okay guys, we're gonna start with the roasted vegetable and whole grain salad here. So I have to make the vinaigrette, which needs to be refrigerated. It has roasted garlic in it, so I just put some garlic bulbs in the oven. Well, I just took them out. Into the food processor. Basil. I love basil. It smells so good. Vicky. Okay, we're gonna do a tablespoon.
Well, it is vinegar.
Champagne vinegar. Half a teaspoon of salt. Pulse until finely chopped. So now I'm going to blend the processor and slowly drizzle in a quarter cup of olive oil. Also, Abby's here. Okay, so 3 things are happening at once. I am currently putting the vinaigrette into the fridge so that it chills. I have 6 cups of chicken broth, chicken stock, boiling right now to cook the barley in. That's gonna be the grains for the salad. And while that is coming to a boil, I'm gonna start chopping up the vegetables that we're gonna roast for the salad. get roasted in the oven. But before they do, I'm gonna put some olive oil. You gotta do something. If you've never roasted veggies before, you should start roasting your veggies. Because I promise you will eat more if you do. Okay, the veggies are in. The barley is cooking. Vinaigrette is in the fridge. I'm gonna clean up, and then Josh is gonna get started on the flatbread.
Well, since this is a portobello mushroom flatbread, let's start with portobellos. I am now slicing artichoke hearts. So now it's just time for assembly. We have a prepared flatbread crust. And this is going to get 2 to 3 tablespoons of prepared marinara. Yeah. This right here is a half cup of mozzarella cheese. And now goes the spinach. Mushroom. And finally, the artichoke hearts. And now we're going to pop this bad boy in the 400-degree oven for about 20 minutes. Or until the cheese is bubbly and the edges are golden brown and delicious. Well, timer went off and it's time to take the pizza out. I am now going to be dolloping flatbread with pesto.
My thoughts on the flatbread. I thought it was really good. I, of course, picked off the mushroom, but I thought it was really tasty.
It was really good. I was very curious to see how this was going to come out because, you know, ever since they changed the pizzas, I haven't had that particular one in a very long time. So,
Would you say it tasted as good as the one at Boardwalk Pizza and Pasta?
yes,
Nice.
Yes. That was really, really good.
So we recreated it well.
I would say we did.
Nice.
And even if we actually didn't, and I'm just going off of, you know, distorted memories, who cares? It tasted great.
We also realized that every recipe that we picked for this evening is all from the Disneyland Resort. Whether it's from Disneyland Park, California Adventure Park, or the Disneyland Hotel. It's all from Disneyland. I don't know how we managed to do that, but hey,
That's just the way that it happened.
no complaints.
Now I am cooking up the bacon for our Hawaiian cheeseburgers.
So while Josh is cooking up the bacon, I am going to make the teriyaki sauce for the burgers. Half a cup of brown sugar. We're going to do half a cup of soy sauce. And we're going to do 1/8 of a teaspoon of crushed red pepper. I'm just going to mix all of this up in this saucepan. Okay, so what I just mixed up in the saucepan is going to go on the stove and heat up a little bit for about 5 minutes. And I'm going to make a little cornstarch slurry with about a quarter teaspoon of cornstarch and the same amount of water. And I'm going to stir it really well until all of the cornstarch and water is combined. Once everything in this saucepan is heated up, I'm going to put this nifty little concoction in there, and it's going to help thicken it up.
You ever sweat in the kitchen? So, of course, if one is going to use canned pineapple, especially if it's canned in its own juice, you must drain it into a glass for drinking. So, what we're going to do now, I'm going to put that pan back over the heat, let it warm back up, and then in just a little bit of that bacon fat, we're going to sear the pineapple rings. I have taken these 2 pounds of 8515 ground beef, and I'm just forming it into 6 third-pound patties. I have burgers in the pan. Before they went in, they were liberally seasoned with kosher salt and black pepper. And now we flip. Right after flip, a hearty cheese. All right, ready to eat. That was awesome. That was really good.
Yeah, we got to talk about that food. Let's start with the salad. What did you think of the salad?
Salad was really good. I don't know about you, but my favorite part of it was the roasted veggies.
Yeah, that was really good. I really liked the barley in there. I thought it was
Yeah.
such a good texture contrast to everything.
Agreed.
And the dressing was really, really good.
Yeah.
I thought it had kind of a lot of oil.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was a little heavy on the oil and
Yeah,
could have definitely used more vinegar.
Definitely.
Overall, I would rate that salad 8 out of 10.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Thanks, Jolly Holiday.
Honestly. Personally, I think that the next time we do something like that, we just stick with the veggies and the grains. I don't even think you need the lettuces.
We don't, not really. I mean, it's nice, but
yeah. But like
the veggies were so good, the grains were so good, and the dressing was so good. The lettuce was just kind of like filler, which
honestly,
I guess that's just kind of what lettuce is. But
now let's talk about them burgers. What do you say?
oh my gosh, I wasn't expecting it to be that good. I definitely wasn't expecting it to be bad, but like when you think about like Disneyland burgers and you think about the fact that like it's a counter service burger or a quick service burger, you don't usually have super high expectations. I was blown away.
Yeah.
Like,
well, I mean, here's the difference. Like they're probably using like frozen burger patties.
yeah, that's true.
And I I gotta tell you, the magic of a homemade burger is just something else.
We also had them on Hawaiian sweet rolls, which like Hawaiian sweet hamburger buns, not like the little dinner rolls.
Otherwise, they would have been sliders.
That coincidentally just happened to be the only hamburger bun available at the store. So I was like, well, that works. Like we said, the burger was phenomenal. Josh did an incredible job seasoning. He cooked them perfectly.
Thank you.
And the tangy pineapple on top of it, the sweet teriyaki, the crunch of the lettuce, the creamy cheese, like it was everything. It was everything. Oh, and of course, who could forget the crispy bacon?
Yeah.
Like it was perfect. It was such a good burger. It's probably the best burger you've ever made.
Thank you. I would have to agree.
It was so good. So overall, I would give that burger a 10 out of 10.
I would too.
That was so good. So we finished up dinner. We cleaned up the kitchen. So we're going to get going on the s'mores bake from Big Thunder Ranch Barbecue. Well, our s'mores bake starts with brownies. So we're just making them according to the package directions. 3 tablespoons of water. You're going to do half a cup of vegetable oil, or in our case, canola oil, and 2 eggs. Wish you could see this cameraman doubling as a trash man. It's showtime. Definitely don't ever flick the brownie batter off the spatula. Isn't she beautiful? She's brownies. So the next step. Oh, yes. You're just going to take these and place them all over the whole top. Cover the whole thingamabobber. That's probably good, don't you think?
Yeah.
Okay, so this part's going to be really, really, really fast. So I want to make sure that I have everything ready to go. I'm essentially going to stick it under the broiler for about a minute with the door cracked open so that I can watch it like a hawk, because marshmallows are all sugar, so they will burn like that. I am also going to be topping it with hot fudge, and I want to warm that up. Oh, I can microwave in the jar. Okay. Cool. I burned myself real bad. It's okay. So I've got this all melted and ready to go for it. Ready to go for when the marshmallows come out. Basically, the broiler is on top. I can see that it's on. I'm gonna leave it like that. I'm gonna watch it like a hawk. I think that's perfect. Let's crumble up my graham cracker. Throw it on top. So I'm just going to break a few of these planks and then randomly stick them in. I wish you guys could see Josh's face. And there we have it. A s'mores bake from Big Thunder Ranch Barbecue, Frontierland. Piece of history right there.
Especially considering that Galaxy's Edge now stands where it used to be.
It's true. Let's eat it. All right, the moment of truth.
Oh, wow.
Oh, geez. Oh, God. Oh, man. This already looks so good. Oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. That is unbelievable.
I have no words. When you're chewing through everything, and obviously you get through the crunchy graham cracker and the melty marshmallow, but then when the brownie
Mm-hmm.
opens up, dare I say 10?
10 for me.
I say 10.
10 for me.
That was fun.
That was a lot of fun. I had a great time making all of those meals from the Disneyland Resort. It was a lot of work.
Yes.
I think I learned a lot too. We'll choose our next ones a little bit earlier than we film. Instead of just a couple of days before, maybe we'll do like a week before.
I think that in spite of how tired I am, I'm really looking forward to the next time.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, both you and I are not only Disney adults, we're Disney foodies, and to be able to have like a piece of that at home,
Mm-hmm.
especially because while we were eating our burgers and salad, we fired up Disney Plus and watched the Imagineering story.
It's true, we did.
Tiring day, but a really good one.
I think it's really fun when you can't go to the parks all the time to try to bring some of the magic into your own home.
Yeah.
So if you guys have any other suggestions for Disney recipes or anything that you want us to try that maybe wouldn't be in this 7-year-old cookbook, let us know in the comments. We'd love to try our hand at Dole Whip churros, maybe something that's not at our park at all, at Disneyland at all, maybe something that's in another country.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever you guys think would be cool. So that's going to do it for us today. We're going to go ahead and sign off. We do have a series coming up where we are going to sit down and talk about the differences and the similarities between the Disneyland Resort and the Walt Disney World Resort. We are pretty familiar with both stateside resorts. So if you are curious about either one, if you're wanting to do any vacation planning for either one, we're the people to come to. So we have a lot more adventures planned, and we can't wait for you guys to join us on those next adventures.
So until then, friends, live long and prosper.
Tomorrow's a new adventure.